Greetings and welcome back to my channel, QueenTashaTV. Today I am back for another moon reading, oracle reading, and today we are going to be pulling for the new moon in Cancer, July 17th, 2023. I want to just give a shout out to all of the Cancers out there. I have two brothers who are in Cancer, so shout out and happy birthday to them. But shout out to all the Cancers that are Cancer suns, Cancer moons, Cancer risings. I hope you are well. So yeah, before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and light some Palo Santo just to clear the space and set some intentions. So for the new moon, we set new intentions, obviously, and new intentions don't necessarily need to be brand new, but just setting intentions for the new cycle. For me, I want to continuously let go of the mindset of lack and continue to live in abundance and flow. That is continuously showing up in my life, and I want to continue to flow in that. When I am focused on that, and that's where my energy and vibration is at, it flows in so effortlessly and seamlessly. So I just want to continue to stay in that mindset. Also, I want to embrace letting go of not embrace letting go, but to be open to what 40 is about to look like for me. I just looked in the mirror today and I was like, who knew that at 40 I would look like this? Like a baby. I still get mistaken for early 20s. And that's good. It's good and bad. But I'll take it for as long as I can rock it. But yeah, open to what that's gonna look like for me. And embracing that, and embracing transition and change. And just being open. And because I like the power of the number 3 and power of 3, I would say one other thing that I would like to set for the new moon in Cancer would be to continue to speak my truth and set boundaries and speak up for myself. And to that, Ashe. So, today I am going to be reading again from the Secret Language of Animals Oracle deck. This is one of my favorite new decks. And I just love the beautiful messages. I love learning about the animals. All of the animals in this book are endangered voices of Mother Earth. And also, there's a lion on the front. And you know what comes after Cancer season? Leo season. Yes. So yeah. Today I'm going to do a 3-stack pull. with individual messages for what you choose. Now, obviously, with all messages, take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. You can gratefully choose all the cards, do whatever you want, but if you are here because you're seeking a sign or guidance and you want to know what the Oracle has in store for you this new moon, then feel free to pick a stack that calls to you and take heed to that message being personally directed to you. So I'm just shuffling the cards to set positive intentions to bring together the energy and tap into the collective one consciousness and tap into the guidance of the Oracle. And got some cards that jumped out there. And that we all receive a message that we know we need to hear. Cashapp. Alright. Let me do one of the card. These cards are really big to do this, but I've gotten some bend in them. So, two. And one more time. 3. Alright. So, I'm just going to take a few. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, we got 3 stacks here. Lay your hands on each stack, reaching your hand out to the screen and seeing what vibrationally pulls to you. And I will flip the top cards. So first, in this first deck here, if you chose this deck, we have the Fairy Wren. Spontaneity, vibrancy, support, and the Muse. In the middle deck, pulling from the top, we've got the Dragonfly. Magic, spontaneity again, immediacy, and change. And I've actually been seeing these type of dragonflies, like blue dragonfly. It's cool. And in this last deck over here, pulling off the top, we have the red squirrel. I've been seeing squirrels do crazy stuff all around here the last couple of days. I'm like, what is going on? The red squirrel is resourcefulness, vigilance, preparation, and busyness. All right. So the Fairy Ring. 25 is the number on that card. And this represents the air element. So, as I walk along the forest path, I feel the slight energy of being watched, of being talked about, of being guided on my way. Light and friendly beings, dancing freely but with purpose. I am welcome to the realm of the fairy ring. While other members of the bird tribe bring us the perspective of great height and vision, Fairy Ring dances into our world with the gift of spontaneity, I don't know why I can't say that, song that moves in close connection to the earth and the subtle shifting magical rhythm of life. With dome-shaped nests built close to the ground in thickets of pandanus, river reeds, and cane grass, fairy reeds use the language of movement and song to communicate many different messages, from romantic courtship to danger warnings of approaching predators, to coordinate duets sung by fairy ring couples to enforce the boundaries of their territory. Celtic bards have long been inspired by the lyrical gift of the ring as a doorway to the muse, the mystical source of poetry, art, and song within. Beyond the spark that lights our creative fire, the Celts also honor the ring for their productive nature and unique way of sharing roles and responsibilities as a group to serve the greater whole. Fairy ring lives in extended families of 5 to 7 birds, which one primarily breeding pair and a handful of offspring from previous years, usually male, who stay with the family to assist in raising the young of future generations before they inherit the forest to build their own communities. The message. From the deep song of your own soul, come the spontaneous whisper, fairy ring, to honor the call of the muse within and to remind you that miracles are present in all moments of our eyes are open to see and receive. Be open to change. Be open to turning completely around, in fact, and back again if the moment calls. Don't be attached to one way of doing things. Sometimes when we follow our impulse or creative idea, it begins to change shape on the journey to achieving it. If we are open to the possibility unfolding before us, we may realize that the original idea was just a doorway to another higher path. The only danger is to become so fluid that you lose sight of your intention and end up flitting this way and that to chase the fleeting pulse of momentary whims. Fairy Ring's message is to know the feeling of what you want and to move from that center, knowing also that it may not look like you think it will. Tread lightly upon your path and be ready to see and seize moments of opportunity that you never dreamed might come your way. Think big, but don't think for too long. Trust your gut and dance with that it is occurring. There is no need to fear choosing the wrong path or to become overly attached to what may have felt right yesterday. Each step leads spontaneously. Hopefully my brain figures how to say this at some point. Spontaneously to the next, and only when you reach the other side will you look back and see the poetry and perfection of how the path unfolds. Stay light on your feet, be open to receiving help from those who love you, and be ready to spring into action. Follow the subtle shift in light and energy on your path. And the mantra is, with deep inner strength and light of being, I follow my muse and the pulse of the moment. I don't know why my brain is not connecting the word spontaneous. We will keep going there. I have glitches sometimes with my dyslexia, which will not allow me to say the word correctly, even though I know how to say it correctly. Anyways, but yeah, that was a very beautiful and connected message for me. I am being spontaneous See? My brain finally said you're saying it wrong because phonetically I was trying to put it together. Spontaneous. Anyways, I am being spontaneous in these last couple of days of this week and what's been unfolding in my life, and I'm just going with it because it feels good and it feels right and it feels destined and divine. And more to come on that in another video on what I'm specifically talking about. I will leave the cliffhanger there. But I definitely feel like miracles have been happening in my life. And they always happen. They're always happening. I'm always making miracles happen in my life. But it's just, it feels really good when it's like, it feels easy versus it feeling really hard to get to and then you got it. It's like winning the race when you're not tired and winning the race when you're about to die. It's like when you go through and you're like, oh, that was easy. You guys, you didn't keep up and you won, and it's so easy. And then there's the times where you're like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. There's nobody behind me. I think I can still win. But oh my gosh. And then you collapse over the line. But you still won. Either way you won. You know, so it's nice when it feels easy. And it feels like an easy miracle that is coming my way. And I'm seizing all opportunities and moments to live my best life and to level up. And I hope you are too. And I hope that this message from Fairy Reen spoke to you. So, moving right along to our dragonfly. I don't remember if I showed dragonfly, but I think I did. But let me just show it again. Dragonfly also has spontaneity. It's magic, spontaneity, immediacy, and change. What I love about dragonfly that I learned a long time ago about this animal totem is that they are protectors of the transition. They show up in your life when things are moving in a different direction, change is here, the inevitable of, you know, some type of transition in your life is happening, and you see them. And I see them physically, like outside, like, I mean, we're in Florida, so there's a lot of little things, and I'm in a wildlife preserve. But I've seen so many different types of dragonflies, big ones that look like drones, like they're huge, like, yeah, like big ones like my hand, and little ones of different colors. Yeah, I used to just see black ones, and now I see blue and green and red, and I'm like, it's really nice. And they've been definitely showing up and protecting and being a beacon of hope for this transition in my life. So they also show up in cards. So if you pick the dragonfly, here we go. So this is 30. And this is represented by fire, the fire element. Dappled sunlight filtered through a canopy of trees after rain. Diamonds of water droplets reflect from leaves and stones. From the corner of your eye, you catch a tiny glimpse of light darting across the surface of a rock pool. Iridescent wings shift color in motion, hovering silently just one breath above the water, before accelerating in a different direction out of sight. The moment passes, but the magic of dragonfly remains. A symbol of power, agility, and victory in Japanese samurai, bringer of prosperity, harmony, and good fortune to the people of China. A sign of happiness and purity to Native Americans. Dragonfly is an auspicious messenger of light and possibility in virtually every land it lives. To the Navajo, Dragonfly is the guide to pure water and to the lore keepers of the ancient land. Dragonfly is the honored descendant of the dragon. With the ability to hover in place like a hummingbird, fly in all 6 directions, including backwards, and move through the air at speeds of up to 45 miles an hour. Dragonfly is a marvel of dexterity and aerodynamic design. Born in the water realm, Dragonfly may remain in nymph aquatic form for several years before emerging onto land. Once she takes flight, Dragonfly will live only a matter of days or weeks before mating, laying eggs, and completing her magical journey. The message. Let me get a little. The message. Dragonfly comes to you now as a great blessing, to let you know that the path you are on is sparkling with pure possibility. Dragonfly is the messenger of light. When Dragonfly is near, so is the positive energy and spark of creativity that dreams are made of. Things may not unfold exactly as you plan, but with Dragonfly as your guide, you will quickly realize that this is half of the fun. Dragonfly's message is to move and with clarity, but stay nimble and spontaneous. Look for the messages and shifting light on the path. Be willing to adjust your direction and adapt to the subtle call of the moment, knowing that each new twist and turn provides a new opportunity to bring, share, and experience yourself in a new way. Dragonfly's message is to dance with the energy of this moment and honor the unique light that you bring to it. If you feel as though life's magic is enshrouded or you've lost your sense of self amidst to-dos, take time to journey to the place of the dragonfly. Bring yourself to fresh, flowing water in the dapple forest. Come close to the sparkling surface and reflect upon the beauty of all that you see. Open to the gift of Dragonfly and return with renewed commitment to living your life to the absolute fullest. Do the simple things and the greater path will unfold without effort. Dragonfly calls you to make each day count. Claim the gifts and immortality by playing fully in the moment you are in. Be yourself in full color. It is time to claim the freedom to move through life without limits. And the mantra is, I dance with the light of the moment. I am blessed by the magic of life. I move with the spontaneous call of my spirit, at one with the gift of today. Ashe. Yes, yes, yes. So much good stuff. So much good stuff in that. Like I just feel all of this. Like I feel all of this coming. Like so much to-dos have gone into not dwelling on what's coming next and just knowing that it's going to be better than what I expected. And I feel so blessed. I feel so magical. And I know that this transition is blessed and that we just have so much greatness coming amongst the collective of people who are connected to one consciousness and the people that are waking up to join that collective. Like, we are going to ascend past this dimension, and it just takes us constantly being able to get a little piece of what we need to realize that we already have what we need. And yes, I love when I see dragonflies. They kind of scare you at first because they're really loud and they kind of just show up through the gate. But they're really beautiful to see, especially when there's like a bunch of them and they're just like wobbling over a little, you know, green area and just going about doing their things. They're magical little creatures. They do kind of look like drones too. But anyways, so if you chose the dragonfly pile, I hope that you received that message with love and light. Moving on to the next card, which is the number 43, the red squirrel. Squirrels are really interesting to watch. The same way that I like to people watch, I also like to squirrel watch, because they've got so many shenanigans going on in those trees, especially if there's like a bunch of trees and they, you know, don't have to be worried about people. It's so funny. I'm backed up in my RV to like some woodsy area that leads into a pond, and it's just, it sounds like gorillas are back there, but it's just the squirrels just running them up. But anyways, the red squirrel, resourcefulness, diligence, preparation, and busyness. Autumn breeze brushes through the branches of an old oak, sending a wave of leaves into drifting flight to the ground. Squirrels' tiny footsteps scurry about, collecting acorns and stashing them in the crevices of the bark and stone. Secret hiding spots for days to come when all is still and white. Each and every nut is marked with the special scent gland in the owner's mouth to be sure he will find them later. Several nuts are also eaten along the way, just for good measure. He will gain up to a quarter of his body weight as extra fat reserves leading up to the winter. In Native American lore, squirrel is sometimes noted for his noisy chatter, aggression, and gossip. But in many stories, squirrel is embraced as a great sentinel and caretaker of the forest, honored for his diligent food gathering, for his courage in communication, and for bringing loud warnings of danger to the tribe. Rising before dawn, squirrels go about their busyness until after dark, pausing only for a midday rest. Sometimes they put on elaborate fake food storage scenes to fool onlooker squirrels and birds, leading them away from their actual stash of nuts. The only problem is that sometimes their nuts also fool the squirrel himself, for when winter comes, despite his meticulous planning, he may only find 1/10 of the nuts he has hidden. The message. If squirrel has scurried into your life, now is a powerful moment to look at the qualities of your actions and preparedness in life. Sometimes, in reaction to the pressure of our daily to-dos, we find ourselves running around doing a whole bunch of activities but without real empowerment in our actions. We do 10 things in a rush to get them done instead of doing the 2 on the list that matter the most, and doing them with 100% commitment. The message of squirrel is to pause and ask yourself what really needs to be done to make the most impact and leave yourself feeling fulfilled, not scattered and fatigued at the end of the day. What is one thing I can do today that if done to the very best of my ability, will make the most difference to myself and others? Work hard, but balance time of focus with genuine play and rejuvenation. Even squirrel takes a midday nap. Consider the path to your great vision. It may serve you to bring attention to planning and preparing at this time. to ground yourself in the physical details of what will be required to achieve your dreams. Sometimes as dreamers we avoid this vital step so as not to box ourselves in. But the truth is that when we take simple steps to prepare, we honor the integrity of our vision and create opportunities for real freedom and peace of mind when it matters most. Squirrel also teaches us that even the best plan changes and unfolds in ways that we could never imagine. Sometimes the nuts we stored yesterday may not be in the same spot today, but in our search we may discover an even better stash. So come prepared, but don't be so hung up on your planning that you become rigid and unstable to respond to unforeseen shifts in reality. Squirrel medicine advises not to judge too quickly or scatter your energy in chatter or critical analysis. Take a moment instead to calmly assess the situation and open yourself to perceive and receive the unexpected gifts that are certain to emerge with unforeseen changes. And the mantra is, with discipline and focus, I build my plan, honoring the integrity of my vision. With humility and openness, I release the how, trusting the flow of great spirit within. Ashe to that too. Ashe to it all. Man, all three cards for me resonate in what's currently taking place in my life, and this is such a great final card to this reading that kind of just brings it about. I am a natural planner, I'm a professional organizer, so planning is in everything that I do. I have to-do lists, I have different journals that I write different things down in, and I like to stay organized and have a plan. And even if I don't know how that plan is going to be executed, I still believe and focus and move toward that plan as if it already has happened. It's already happened for me. I did not know how selling my RV and getting another RV would be. I had a lot of fear in it, and it is unfolding so seamlessly that I can't even believe that I had doubt or worry that it would not work out, and it's working out. Everything's always working out for me, just like Abraham Hicks said. Everything's always working out for me because everything's always working out for me, and everything is working out for me. I'm manifesting exactly what I desire, and I am aligning with that right now. And I hope that each and every message that came through, whether you're just listening to hear the collective message, you wanted to have some control or some insight based on one card, or however you chose to listen to today's message, I hope that it resonated with you. Definitely resonates for me. I feel like because we are one and we are one consciousness, we're all sharing the same experiences in different perspectives and different lights at different times and on different timelines. And so in that light, we all relate to everything. So yeah, that is my new moon reading. Again, I'm going to continue to put out these readings. I like doing them for myself, and now recording them so that other people can gain some insight, and also just practicing tapping into my intuition and guiding the messages from the oracle into the collective consciousness to help wake people up, to help give people perspective, to help people give hope, to inspire and empower people in however which way that works for you. So I hope you enjoyed that reading, and that you will come back next month we'll see if next month we do a full moon reading. Next month is my birthday week, and the full moon happens on the 1st, right before So it might be tough to get it in, but maybe I'll do like an airport movie. See what happens. And then the 8-8 Lionsgate. No idea what I'm gonna do for that. I will be in Santa Marta, Colombia, and I don't know what I'm gonna do for it. I remember one year I tried to go to the casino, and I just like, I don't know, something about the casinos kind of creeped me out a little bit. Like, so, I like the idea of the decor and the fun of risking things, but it's like, it's real, but it's not real. It's very confusing. But it's a portal. The 8-8 Lionsgate portal is a portal of abundance. If you are going to win the lottery, if you are going to hit in the casino with intention, obviously, that's something that you desire, that's something that you've been trying to make happen, that this is that time that will flow in. So I'm hoping I can show up for some more stuff. If you're coming to me for some guidance and wisdom through the oracles cards, then I hope I can show up for that. But if not, that is well. I will be living my best life in Colombia for 10 nights. So, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Peace and blessings.